Guys, so this is going to be kind of like a new little thing that I'm going to do when it comes up, because it just so happens that something kind of came up today. And I'm going to call these nanny moments because I'm a nanny. Okay, so my nanny moment today is about my little fella. He's an 8-year-old boy, and I call him the Gremlin. I call him a lot of things, actually. He has a lot of names, but Gremlin's probably my favorite. I call him little Gremlin because he's always jumping on me and trying to take me down. So yeah. But this is all about books, okay? So my little fella loves reading like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Captain Underpants, and something Big Nate. Big Nate. He loves those books, okay? He reads through them quickly, I've noticed. It just started to happen once this school year started. I mean, he's reading one of those books within 2 days, and he's done. And so I'm like, all right, well, we've got to get some more challenging books because all of those books have pictures, okay? And I think one of them is more like a comic book style, which is great. I love that he has found a genre that he likes and that he's anxious to read, okay? So that's 2 thumbs up. However, he has to read 20 minutes a day for homework, and he's just running through those books. And so I'm like, all right, Mace, we're going to have to get you some more challenging books. Because on his reading log, they have, you can rate it as easy, just right, or hard. Now, initially he put all those books as just right. But I think now they're a little easy, okay? And I don't want to push him to do hard books, but I definitely want something with a little more substance and no pictures. So I had a little talk with him. I was like, all right, tell me what type of books do you like? It was a process of elimination, okay? I asked him if he liked adventures. And he said, He's like, I don't know. I was like, well, do you like people to go and try to find something? Do you like mysteries? He said he does like mysteries. However, his parents do not want him reading anything scary. Like nothing remotely scary. So I was like, well, mysteries might be too suspenseful, so we're going to have to put them on the back burner for now. Maybe next year, right? I asked him, did he like real life scenarios? He says, no. I said, okay, so you like kind of futuristic kids with powers type things? He says, yeah, I like that. I said, all right. He says, do you want those kids based in real life, or do you want it in kind of like their own little universe, their own world? He wants it in their own world. So my kid likes sci-fi. Okay, that's what it comes down to. And I was like, all right, what type of characters? Do you want it here on Earth? Do you want it in outer space? He said, I like outer space. I like outer space. And I mean, I got all these little notches. It's something to go off of when I started to look for these books. And so, and dragons. What little boy doesn't love dragons? I have yet to meet one. Because my little cousin, I think he's 14 now, he still loves dragons. So, he likes dragons. So, I did some research. And the first book I got is The Fire Within. You can see that. My light's really kind of like shining bright like a diamond. Yes. All right. That's how thick it is. I was a little like, ooh, that's a little thick. But I don't know if I can show it. So the words are, it's not jam-packed on the page. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, he can do that. It's about dragons. Dragon on the cover. What's this one? David moves in with Liz and her 11-year-old daughter, Lucy. He discovers a collection of clay dragons that come to life. And I'm like, well, you got me. We're going to try it. Dragons is kind of science fiction-y. Looks like it's in the real world, but obviously they're going to be doing some things that we don't normally do. So I have high hopes for this one. I really, really do. It's by Chris D. Lacey. Chris D. Lacey. All right. That one. And then I got this one. It's called Cosmic. All right. And this one I think is really cute because it's about a little boy. He feels he's stuck between 2 worlds. And he's a 12-year-old kid who everyone mistakes him to be 30 because he's really, really tall. And I thought this was cute because my little fella, he's going to be tall. He's growing like a weed. His dad's really tall. And so I'm just really feeling like he's going to be a really tall little fella, right? And so I thought that was nice. And apparently this kid, he tries to impersonate an adult. And so he kind of finds out about, you know, what it means to be an adult, and it has a lot of like dad stuff, you know? And I was like, well, that's good. That'll be something he can kind of think about. That's more of a thinking book, I think, for him. He might not like it, but I'm gonna make him read it, okay? Because I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good for him. Have high hopes for this one, though, I must say. This one could be a surprise. I think he might like it once he gets into it. It's probably going to take maybe 4 or 5 chapters for him to say, huh, right? So I'm a little excited. So I did some research trying to find some books. I also found 4 other ones. The library didn't have them. There's one about a robot. I can't remember the name of it. And, well, you know what? Hold on. I can pause this. Okay, I'm back. So, there was another book, like I said, about a robot. It was called Eager by Helen Fox. The library didn't have it at the time. And it's basically about an old robot. It's kind of futuristic. And they traded him in. He was kind of malfunctioning, and a new robot comes in. So, of course, y'all know what I'm thinking, Jetsons. New robot comes in, and it's something about the kid figures out something about the robots are trying to rebel against the owners. We've all heard that story before. There's another book. I cannot remember what it was about right now, but it's called Virals by Kathy. I'm going to have a hard time pronouncing his last name. Ricks, R-E-I-C-H-S. Rick. Yes, I cannot remember what that one's about right now. But those are the 4 books that I looked at to appear to be in his category of things that he wants to read about. So I'm very excited about it. I'm hoping it's going to be a success. It might not be. Y'all know how kids can be. And also in hopes to encourage him to read these books, I made him some bookmarks. This light is really shining bright. I made him some bookmarks. It's like that's even worse. Okay, yes. We went on to Pinterest, and we found some free printable bookmarks. And of course, he loves Star Wars, so I made him some of these. Made one for his sister too, because one can't have something the other doesn't. She's older, but I promise, she's a big reader. I promise you, she was like, so you didn't make me one? So yeah, made Star Wars, put their names on the back, you know, just wrote it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, and I had them laminated. This was very simple. This was just printing them out and laminating them. Like you can't beat that, okay? Also made some Minecraft. I don't know about you guys, but my kids love Minecraft. I don't get it, but they do, all right? These weren't too difficult, but they have a front and a back, okay? So it just took cutting and then pasting the front and back together and then laminating them. As you can see, I did a much better job of lining this one up. It's a little indented, but this one you can kind of see the little rim. But whatever, okay? So this was nice. This was fun, easy. And so I'm just hoping it's going to encourage him to read some other books. I feel like it's important to not just let your kids get, I guess, so, I don't want to say comfortable, but just set in their ways. I'm only going to read these 3 sets of books. Especially little boys. I don't know what it is. Well, I'm not going to speak for all of the boys, but all the little boys that have been in my life, they don't really like to read. It's like a chore. And so the fact that he likes reading those 3 sets of books is great for me. However, I don't want him so set that that's the only book he's going to read. Because there's nothing but, it's a lot of pictures. And unfortunately, he's just reading through them entirely too quick. And I'm like, all right, we need something that's a little more thought-provoking. Something that's a little more challenging, you know. And honestly, more interesting. Because those Captain Underpants books, hey, he likes it, so I get it, all right? When I was a kid, I loved Goosebumps. Loved Goosebumps, The Boxcar Children, and what was the other books that I liked? Goosebumps was really my thing, though. As scary as I am, I loved Goosebumps. All right, guys, that's my nanny moment. I will probably have more of these, just so, because now I've decided that I'm going to do them. Okay. And thanks for watching.